Hey, Andrea, how do you go about finding I want to say clients or patients at this point?
Well, I generally target clinicians who deal with families or people who have um, issues that they need a longer conversation than being with a GP. And so I will talk to clinicians about um, whether they're treating or seeing people with addiction. That would be one conversation. I approach family physicians because they're dealing with people who have ailments, but a lot of times there's going to be some underlying addictive conversations as well. And how does a doctor, who gets a very finite amount of time with that patient, um, how do they approach the subject to direct them towards resources like our outpatient facilities, for instance? And I'll also talk to smaller organizations than what Lisa's meeting with
Hmm.
and ask them about their drug policies and what do they do with employees who may be presenting with, the similar kind of things that Lisa's talked about in terms of absenteeism, a change in behaviors, performance issues. And then I also speak to doctors who deal specifically with addiction and talk about how we can collaborate with them to either give them more business and include them in some of the services that we offer.
Excellent. Now, Lisa and Andrea, let's just detail out what type of addiction Edgewood really handles and works with.
Well, any process addictions as well as any, addictions to alcohol, drugs, prescription drugs, eating disorders, sex addiction, gambling, pretty much anything that kind of falls under that gamut. And a lot of times when you take away the alcohol and the drugs, a lot of other unhealthy behaviors will surface.
Hmm.
That could be workaholic, shopping addiction. I mean, there's a lot of different things that people mood alter with. So those become treatment issues while they're here as well, so that we can support them making healthier choices when they're moving forward with recovery.
Excellent. In one of our previous conversations, we talked about the abuse say, for example, alcohol abuse isn't the start of what it was. You need to find out exactly what caused that. And then you guys actually work with solving that issue so that no other substance abuse comes into play after you even deal with alcohol. Is that,
Absolutely. Otherwise, you're playing whack-a-mole, right?
that's right.
You deal with the alcohol. If you don't deal with what's underneath and those behaviors and those symptoms, then you might shut off the tap, but it they might take up something else. And sometimes that comes in the form of exercise, over exercising, working, or it can come in the form of another substance too.
Yeah.
And if I could just point out too, something else that we also work with is the families,
Hmm.
the spouse, the children
Yes.
impacted by somebody who's struggling with alcohol. So, we get out and talk to different associations that we can also partner with who have great programs to support families and children, as well as the programs that we offer through our network.
Excellent. That's good. Thank you very much.